Hey everyone, Restless Gardener here again. Today is the day we are finally going to get some plants planted and things transplanted. So in my previous video I showed what we're going to do here with the two Light Tidbits. I think we're going to put them in between the hollies, move the two Veronicas, put the catmint here. There's another Veronica that will be moving, and probably move that Spirea Caryopteris here somewhere. But I have in my arm a bunch of pots so that I can go mark up in the top rain garden where we are going to move the 5 sneeze weeds and, I don't know, 5 or 6 prairie dropseed grasses from over here on top of this retaining wall. This is getting done today, and it's so nice out today that hopefully we are not spent in 3 or 4 hours and can't get the rest of it done. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prairie drop seeds, 5 sneeze weeds that are going to be replaced with the 4 Lemon Squeeze Pennisetums. Maybe I should have gotten 5, but for right now I have 4. And these are going to go in the rain garden at the top of the property. I'm heading up there right now to mark with pots, at least where I want the sneeze weeds to go. And, you know, I was kind of thinking, oh, we can use those prairie drop seeds and sneeze weeds in another area where I want to put the tiger eye sumac that I bought several weeks ago and showed you guys in my plant haul video. But those tiger eye sumacs are just going to be going into the ground without any garden prep in an area that will get landscaped over time. And I don't want to just move stuff up there just to have it moved, because like I said, it's not prepped. They're just going in the ground. We have no mulch. So we have a lot of open space right here on the berm of this rain garden, kind of in front of these 3 ginger wine 9-barks. Full sun, really, at most times of the year. This is probably one of the few places in our gardens that gets actually full sun all day. You see, we already moved a bunch of cone flowers up here that are doing well, really well. There's a couple of Heliopsis that are doing really well, a couple of Agastache that are just doing phenomenal. Planted another Heliopsis last week, that beautiful red one. So we have 3 swamp azaleas here that we had in our lower rain garden for years, and they never did a thing. They're still the same size as they were 4 or 5 years ago when we planted them. So we moved them up here. They really like consistent moisture and a little bit more shade. They're not getting it here. I just don't have any other place in my yard that has that combination either. So I'm hoping that when these coneflowers self-seed, the swamp azaleas will get a little more shade, at least the 2 at the bottom. Maybe start doing something. Just not really happy with those. Believe it or not, our yard just used to be much wetter. 2017, 18, 19 were really wet years. We've been a little bit drier ever since, so these are just not liking it. Although I feel like the one down in there that is getting a little bit of shade now from these flowers looks the best. So cross your fingers. Maybe once everything else gets grown in here, these other 2 get shaded. Partially by the sneeze weeds maybe, or the prairie drop seeds we're going to transplant. They will actually start doing something. So just up here to see where we're actually going to plant all of this stuff. Okay, so for some reason my camera got stuck and stopped recording, so I'm re-recording, trying to pick up from the same spot. So this is where I placed the pots. When I viewed actually the video to see what happened while I was recording, and I was kind of seeing that there's a lot of space back there around that one swamp azalea, but I think that would probably be really tough to dig. There was a lot of tree roots back this area and rocks, so although I think it would be nice to have some color here and put maybe the sneeze weeds here I think it'd be really hard to dig. And anyway, these ginger one 9 barks are not done growing. This is the biggest one, but I have a feeling it's going to get a lot wider. So I'm trying to leave space for them. So this is where I place the pots for either the sneeze weeds or the prairie drop seeds. What I'd started to say when the video stopped recording was that I also have room here, and since there's a lot of green here, I was wondering maybe we put the sneeze weeds here, although we won't see them from the house, especially when these fluffy arborvitae start getting bigger, but they will still get full sun here. So I'm not sure now if the sneeze weeds are going to go here and the prairie drop seeds go here, or the sneeze weeds go here, prairie drop seeds go here. So I'll update you when we have made that decision, so stay tuned. Okay, so we got the sneeze weeds in. They've been watered, the mulch has been put back. They're looking a little wilty, but this is where we decided that they were going to go. So it'll look pretty here. We decided instead of keeping the sneeze weeds all together, we're going to put one here.
Fountain grasses.
Not sneeze weeds, sorry. Prairie drop seed grasses. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. We are going to try to get a couple up here behind these swamp azaleas. Very hard to dig because it's really just bare earth underneath that leaf litter. So it's hard pan, it's rocky. It's been so dry this summer. We don't get rain, we get runoff. So hopefully we can get 2 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're going to get 3 there because we're going to have 1 here. Hopefully get 3 up here. And then we just put 2 here on this berm. So we're making progress. So I just sat down a quick sec, take a break. So we started this project. I looked at the details of the first video, and that was at 9:51. It's now 3 o'clock, and we're still getting the original plants out of the ground. The 3 remaining prairie drop seeds. That's all we've gotten done. 5 hours. This is why I don't film us planting, because it just takes forever in this part of the world. This is not beautiful, powdery soil that you can dig a planting hole in 30 seconds with a power planter auger. This takes 15 to 20 minutes to dig 1 hole because it's so rocky. Now, I considered getting a power planter, but they stop once they hit rocks, which means you have to pull the power planter out of the soil, dig the rocks yourself, and then continue. There are so many rocks that come out of our holes that you really would not be able to get anything done with the power planter auger. So 5 hours, and we've gotten 10 plants moved. Perennials, mind you, not shrubs. We still have quite a ways to go. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case any of you ever wonder why I don't show us actually doing the gardening work. That's why. There is nothing glamorous about doing planting in southeastern Pennsylvania in the kind of soil that we have. It's hard pan clay, full of rocks, and also full of roots. So it's not a quick and easy task. So it's just much easier for us to show you the finished product. I hope that makes sense. Okay, finished project, at least for up here. So we ended up with 3 prairie drop seeds here. Showed you the 5 sneeze weeds already. I hope they come back. It's been several hours and they're still looking rather wilty. Giving them plenty of water. 1 sneeze weed here. And then 2 sneeze weeds here. So that's that project. We're not quite done. We have to go plant the pennisetums, and we still got a lot of stuff to do, and it's like 3:30. So as usual, stay tuned. So what seems like 7 hours later, and probably is, this area is finally done. I think it looks really good. Less messy than it was before. I actually don't think we need another grass for up there. These look pretty even. However, once these liriope go, and at some point we get 3 butterfly bushes here, and the echinacea goes, we'll see. We might need another. But for now, I think it turned out pretty well. Hey everyone, final update. It is 6 o'clock. It took us all day to get 14 plants transplanted and 5 plants planted. So we were quite tired, but I feel like everything turned out really well. You can see 3 catmint there. Light Tidbit, Light Tidbit. We did get the blue mist spirea moved. They always look like this during transplant. It takes them several days to recover, if not a week. They really do not like to be transplanted. But it was transplanted once before and it was just fine. You saw what it looked like before transplant. So I think this side of the house is finally starting to come together. It looked really pretty in the sunlight, but the sun's behind the trees now. Just wanted to give a final update that we finally finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. See you in the next one. Bye.